So they got different frequency, music and frequency to heal your body supposedly, and then they got the pure theta waves. Anyways, the top picture is me and my ex-Colombian wife. Uh, I must have said something funny then. Um, it's a long time ago. She says she's been here 27 years now. We split up like 2002. That's my mom. We're at Hollywood. We were down in Hollywood. My mom wanted me to go to the Amen Clinic and get my brain scanned to see what's wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. My frontal lobe has low blood flow, but the rest of my brain is extra activity. So the doctor said that's why I crave stimulants. Anyways, that's one of my first pictures of, putting all these pictures together like this one. This is right here. This is why Trump got impeached the first time. This one article came out. Okay. 2010, CIA Russian spies reveal shocking Vatican plot to assassinate Trump. Using Mexican cartel hit team. So Pablo Escobar got so worried that he had his brother, Pablo Escobar's brother, Lenny Robert Escobar, Little Bear, raised $10 million to impeach Trump. Now, if you Google this, Robert Escobar, it's actually Lenny Robert Escobar. He supposedly lives in Colombia. There's no brother of Pablo Escobar living in Colombia. And then basically there's many, many articles about that. And so that was major news. And then this, Brad Pitt endorsed Biden. So in my assessment, it actually says, so basically all this stuff that she talks about, is all false. She writes up the assessment like the examiner. He showed the examiner a picture of a finger. He showed the examiner. So all this is bogus. I didn't say stuff like this. And basically, and I shouldn't have been sent to a mental hospital on one doctor's opinion. They've done total fraud against me, and they're still continuing to do fraud. But my lawyer my Florida bar told me to tell my lawyer, my judge, about my ineffective and inadequate counsel. So anyways, that's it. So you can actually screenshot that and then read it. You can screenshot that and then read it. And then look down here. All right, I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And then down here, look at this. I was retarded, like all up there and stuff, and totally, couldn't even speak, she says. But I got a 25 out of 25 and a 15 out of 15. I didn't show up. She lied. She writes up the assessment like the examiner. She's going off notes by what somebody else wrote. Took it like 2 different people took the test, and basically it's just bogus. Then this, you can screenshot this. It says that I said that I desired to kill specific family members. I did not. I said, and then that I planted bombs in Lakeland and I wasn't going to turn them off. And I'm going to make an example out of Lakeland. I didn't say any of that, so they changed the charge. It was a fake bomb threat. They changed it to a written threat to kill or injure. Polk County would have never freaking dropped the charge. But there was no way they could freaking play that, So anyways, I should have the charges dropped. So anyways, Donald Trump ecstasy, so the party can be fun again. I think you've already seen all these. So this is, I just had this picture right here and this picture right here, and I was posting it over and over and over for like years. And then all of a sudden she died on my mom's birthday after my dad's funeral in a shootout with supposedly the Mexican police had body cams. And then who made the video of her getting shot and killed? Juan Pablo Escobar. Where's he at? Juan Pablo Escobar. Anyways, that's his sister. Boom. She came to see me 2 days after my Colombian wife moved out. She showed up when she was a few years younger. She was like, "Do you remember me?" I didn't remember. She goes, "Oh, you will soon." I was with the family and said, "Look, this proves I have no memories. I have no memories, and I have split personality to be a spy." So basically, you can screenshot all these. I mean, you can get all these and freaking they're on my Facebook. So there's records. So basically, there's records of my DEA. It's on the assessment that she said, "Oh, he said his DEA." So everything that she said that I was, delusional, I prove her wrong on the spot. This is, oh, and this is crazy. My friend Javier, he was with me in jail. Look, 2 fingers, and I drag it on his shirt, and then he's drug lord El Mencho. El Mencho supposedly died last 2 weeks ago. So I need to freaking tell my judge that El Mencho died 2 weeks ago, and he was with me in jail. And I need to make sure he's really dead and he's not being tortured somewhere. And then, Pablo Escobar, Uncle Pablo, Republican Party wants to bomb the cartels. And, well. So anyway, so basically, there's records of me. Yeah, I'm a banker. I became a banker, licensed banker for undercover narcotics. 2006. I didn't even know it. One of my fake name, fake social, my Russian ex-wife, her dad's using it. So anyways, basically, so we've seen some of that. That's all. Yeah, we've seen all that. Let's see what's this in here. So if you YouTube Lenny Denny's rap song right there, and then Lenny Denny's commercials. I took that picture. So there's my Riverside Military Academy, D Company. Denny's commercials, calls it Lenny's. Benicio del Toro. Sicario, you're sick, you're gonna burn in hell. That's in Colombia. You're sick, you're gonna burn in hell. So Pablo Escobar named us Sicarios. American Italian financial advisor dads to be in a spy program after Vietnam because the Democrats had the tax rate up to 68%. Anyways, Bush Sr. bought Merrill Lynch in 78. My dad's company, and my company too. That's where I became and Lenny, Pablo Escobar, 16-year-old pilot. Anyways, I went to college in Oklahoma in 89. But they were smuggling, they were doing the smuggling weed thing, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88. I got there in 89. I don't think I've ever smuggled weed. I think I ran guns to the Sinaloa cartel for the DEA, I think. But who knows? Might have made it all up. Maybe I'm delusional, but I had to be home freaking Sunday, like a good American Italian. So basically, and then what do you know? 2 days before I got arrested, she liked my photograph of Pablo, like 52 years old or something. That's my Peruvian girlfriend and her kids, and then boom, he went to my military school. When I added him, see, he's friends with some of my friends, my military school friends, 35 common friends, Nizar Zaka being one of them. I made a video that Hezbollah coca leaf farmers. He looks just like Pablo's son, Sebastian Marcoon. And so basically, looks just like him. So anyways, so when I added him on Facebook, that's Point Panic. And then these are all pictures. My phone just freaking gets like all these weird, look up, all these weird things just pop up. Like they kind of look like faces and stuff, like monsters. It's like my phone's on DMT or something. It's just pretty cool. So it's like, I have videos of that, but I printed some of them out. I printed them all out. These all out. So it's like a ghost right there. So it's just cool. It's like my phone's on DMT when I'm high, because I was high when I took these, I guess. Pretty cool. Little creatures and stuff. I see him. Jimmy Theodore just says it's blurry, but Jimmy's always saying, he'll say whatever opposite, he just, anyways, there's Point Panic. And so this is, I asked God to show me a sign I wasn't crazy, and freaking, Sherry kicked me out of her house. She was pretty much like put out a get out. I fell down the stairs. I've never hooked up with Sherry. And then I took this picture. Didn't know I took the Chinese mural. Didn't know I took a picture of the CO sucking the cloud right behind Ron Sean's. It's Kelly Park. Then I took that picture. No CO. In that picture, CO sucking the cloud. But I didn't even freaking know. I just took the picture of, the boardwalk. And some of my friends that were underneath in the shade. And so basically later when I got home, I saw that. So anyways, that's John Blazer. That's us at Anna Maria. So me in my first year selling jewelry, 1995. My Peruvian girlfriend. That was a long time ago. And then my towel, now it's green. And then I took that picture too, and for another Point Panic. And so another. So anyway, so basically, that was me and my mom and sister when we went down to get my brain scanned. And then basically, and then that's my dad and his partner 20 days after we faked Pablo Escobar's death. And so, French Canadian friends. And then I met them in California. Basically, I was told to go to the beach that day and go meet them and go play football all day. I don't remember their names. And then that's cool. That was on my windshield. That's the M in our hand. See the M in the hand? That's the M in the hand. See that? M in the hand. Kind of M in the hand. And that's the M in the hand. And then you saw this one. That's Javier. He's drug lord El Mencho. And I'm not sure, but that drug lord El Mencho might be Photoshop picture of Matt, but I'm not sure. I haven't talked to Matt's brother. Nobody will let me talk to Matt's brother. They won't give me his number. They won't tell him to get a hold of me. They say, because his brother still gets very upset over this. That's him right there. That supposedly, I'm not going to say anything, but basically, Angelo Freeland did not kill Matt Williams. That's what everybody thinks. So see all the different creatures inside the look at this, all these little alien looking things inside the tree. So anyways, this picture right there, is that Matt Williams photoshopped? I know that's freaking Javier Vesca, but anyways, there's 3 different drug lord El Menchos that got killed, supposedly. I hope that, they're not freaking captured and being tortured for freaking money, and they didn't, I don't know. I seriously doubt it. Everybody, but who knows? So I'm worried about my friend Javier. I mean, I think Javier is my son, dude. So basically, he showed up at jail. He got arrested when I got arrested, and he was in jail with me 6 months. He told me him and his dad were best friends. And I told him that freaking, if they were best friends, that basically, that means he's not his dad, he's his uncle. So anyways, I made a video that Hezbollah coca leaf farmers just got to Iran in 1974. ACDC jailbreak a CIA operative out of prison in Iran, and demon aliens can't detect the radiation from the tactical suitcase nukes. Protection for the coca leaf fields. And I made it like I was raging, like my friend was, Hezbollah is already there, and they're going to blow somebody out of jail. And then 3 days later, Nizar Zaka was released from prison in Iran. 4 years being tortured. He went to my military school. 4 years being tortured, hands bound behind back, blindfolded in solitary confinement. And he was, obtained. And this is how when I get into a tweak and I start tweaking, I just make videos over and over and over and over. They all look the same, and I don't even stop until I make a good video. That's my best friend. I haven't seen him since 92, 93. And then basically this is surf camp in Nicaragua. Look at these waves. That's so fun right there, if you've never surfed. So I get girls addicted to surfing. I do a lot of surf lessons. That's my military school. There's my dad and Poppy. There's my dad. He died 6 years ago. And that's my friend Figueroa, my sister and me. And then this is my little drawing, Cirque du Soleil drawing. So basically, then I was spying on them. This is how this is what my, all the videos look like. Meth gets rid of COVID, 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 meth gets rid of, that's me with COVID. I don't know what that thing is on my neck. And that's for a document that freaking, if you screenshot that, it's pretty much leaked, says it, government made COVID.